Welcome back to our second card in the March kit in a box. So this one uses the holy guacamole. It's your birthday. I love it. And it's become something that we say frequently in here. So you'll see this is a bit of a fun fold and it's so easy. I just wanted to make everybody aware of how easy it is. So you're going to need Granny Apple Green piece of card, and this, your sheet will be larger than mine. I've started to run out. So you are going to want to place your paper in your trimmer landscape and cut it at 14.9 centimetres. And then you are going to want to turn and score at 10.5. Okay, and then what you're going to want to do is using this side of your trimmer to cut off 2.5 centimetres. Okay, so that means that you've got this gap here down your card. So I like to have my stripes horizontal. It's entirely up to you. So I'm going to tell you to chop it at 15 centimetres just because I'd rather have a bit of overhang that I can trim later and not get myself too upset about it. And then you are going to need to cut it at 8 centimetres because we've chopped 2.5 centimetres off. Okay, so you'll see that now fits on there and is slightly longer because we can trim that. I've got something stuck. Oh, it's a brand new trimmer and so the feet like to come off. That's exactly what that is. So I'll put that to one side. We can reattach that later. But you'll see the other side doesn't have a directional pattern. And I chose to put a strip across here. So if you want to do that, I cut this, I think it might have been 1 centimetre, but I'm going to do 1.5 centimetres just to make sure. Whoops, she says as she's throwing it on the floor, and that can be 10.5 centimetres. In fact, you may want to leave it and then you can trim it in the same purpose. I've lost where my piece went, down there. There we go. You also have these in your kit, and we're going to need to stamp some avocados in a minute. Also going to need a strip of Whisper White for the inside, but I cut that to 8 centimetres also so that we didn't lose. It was hidden rather behind the card. So that's 8 by 14.4. There we go. Right. So I think that's everything for the trimmer. We'll soon find out if I'm telling the porkies or not. So let's put the inside in because we know that that's okay. So this will have a smidgy bit of a border on there, but that means that it'll allow that to shut, but it'll also get hidden in there as well. Okay, just like that. Just like that. I think that's the thicker one that I had left. That's not the one I want. There we go. So, I mean, you can use the stripes if you want. I just think that it makes a nice contrast to have the dottage. There we go. Oh, there's my little gems. I wonder where I put them. I'll trim that there. So that just looks like that. And then I haven't burnished this either, have I? All in a whiz today. Okay, so remembering that this is slightly long, we don't want to go with glue right the way to the bottom because we'll get sticky slips. So I like to open it flat when it's going to be flush, just to make sure I've got myself all sorted. Yeah, and you'll see that there's just a smidgy bit to trim off the end, but I would rather do that than it be a little bit short. There we go. So So that's the basis of that sorted. Let's get the remnants of this out of the way so that we don't make a mess. Okay. So this is a very simple sentiment. Didn't tidy up very well from the last card, did I? And it's holy guacamole, it's your birthday. Let's have it that way. So unfortunately, it is you've got to try and get it in the middle because it's already been punched for you. But I'll take that as a win, actually. I think we did all right there. And then I've got that on pads. So I have a couple of those on there. That will go together like that. And this will go with wet glue. On there like that. Kind of just try and line it up. Oh, she says while she's flicking a bit of a card. So the fun part is our avocados. Let me find my card for stamping. I'm not going to lie to you. I've done some Blue Peter, so I'm only going to do one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do one with you because I didn't think you would want to sit and watch me doing 6,001 avocados. So I have that little guy out there. Oh, let's remove that so we can see. Forgive me, I've got a lens in the way. That'll do. Okay, so what I do is my outline I've actually used a Stampin' Right marker and I've used Soft Succulent. And I don't often use Stampin' Right markers, but because it's such a fine line around the outside, I thought I'd better be safe than sorry. I can't imagine me being able to get a felt tip. Am I still on the screen? Yeah, just where I need it to be in here. So there we go. I've gone for that instead. There we go. So then for the stone of the avocado, I've used soft suede. So I've gone in with the light. I've gone in with a bit of dark. Oh, and then back over some of it with the light again, just because it will help it. And then I kind of go against the grain a bit with my greens. So granny apple green. I don't often use the brush end, I can't lie, because it's got quite a nice large area. It does mean they don't have to be too precise, which is always lovely. So that's the light granny apple green, and then I've got the light old olive. And it's perfectly fine to merge your colours. If anything, I encourage you to merge your colours. It works out just fine, I promise. And then I go over again with a good old bit of light granny apple. And I promise you it works. They dry lovely. And of course, as you leave it a bit longer over time, it will calm itself down a little bit too. So then you'd fussy cut these. So I've gone for, I think I have anyway, I did on my last one, different expressions on the little avocado because I just think they're cute. I think I've missed one actually, because I think I've doubled up on something, but never mind. We live and learn, right? Well, I hope I do anyway. So this was the one we've just done, and in true Blue Peter fashion, I've got some of these little guys here too. And I think they're a little bit cute. So I've put these on with pads, and I haven't laid them straight. So let's check what I've got duplicates of. I've got 2 of those and one at the right. So we'll do one at the top, one at the bottom. And I've literally just bumbled them down the page so that she said one at the top and one at the bottom. She's put them both together. And just spread them out and start playing with them until you kind of know the spacing of where you want them all to go. And you can have them overhanging and it'll be perfectly fine. If you don't want to use the large one, dimensionals, by all means use the small. It will not hurt them. I promise no avocados were harmed in the making of this card. So I'll show you with both. If I show you with the minis down there, and then with a large, she says. I'll get the backing off. And you'll just want to double check that you're not overhanging. Otherwise it'll become a sticky mess. When it comes to which way am I going, that way. The minis might have a bit of the upper hand on this one. Oh, I went a bit haywire with that one. It's all fun and games. Which way is that one going? So we want them down there. My fingers aren't working very well currently, so I apologise, because I know I'm probably in front of the camera far more than I would normally want to be. That way. So, quite excited to see what's going to be in the new catalogue actually. See what else we're going to be able to play with. So there's that, and the only thing missing on here now are some pretties. And these were, so everybody's got literally 3, because I don't think you can get these anymore, but I'd used them on my sample, and so I was adamant that I needed to make sure everybody had some, because they were from the Wave. Sweet, when that came out last time. That might be the last September-ish. Okay, so that's card 2 done. I'll see you in a bit.